Hi everybody, it's me, Ashley Brooke. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name's Ashley Brooke. I'm 38 years old. And I was nonverbal until I was 7. And I went nonverbal for a second time from ages 10 to 11. And weirdly enough, in 2020, I went nonverbal again as an adult when my mother died from COVID. I was nonverbal for like 2 months, almost like 2.5 months, I think. It was so strange. So, and I also have 2 kids, and they're also autistic also. I wanted to talk to you guys about, I was watching a YouTube video earlier, and I heard these, like doctors, and they're talking about traits of autism. And one of the traits that they had mentioned that I don't agree with, they said that autistic people, that they can't see past themselves, that they don't think of other people, they only think about themselves, and like they're not thoughtful, they're not, empathetic, they're not, they're not aware of people outside of what they want, what they need, and everybody else is like a blur. That's what they're pretty much saying. So not true. Oh my God, autistic people, let me tell you what, if that's what they are seeing out of that autistic person, that's because that person's environment, they were probably brought up where nobody treated them like they were equal. Like they didn't treat him probably like, you probably didn't talk to him, probably didn't bond with him, probably didn't, see him for the person that he is, probably just looked at him like they didn't really give him an identity. That happens a lot with autistic people. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's because he feels like really like just going and getting what he needs because he doesn't feel like anyone has gotten close with him. There's no bond, and he doesn't think about anybody because he feels that no one's thinking about him. He doesn't even know that, that is a thing, probably because the way that they treat us. I know because my whole family treated me like that. I ran away when I was 12 because it was so bad. But yeah, and I've talked to several other autistic people, and they have been through trauma, and their own families are the ones that are mistreating them and abusing them. So yeah, that will do that to an autistic person, I would consider it neglect, even if they're not physically hurting them, they're not acknowledging, and they're not, allowing them to have that identity and be included, and it's kind of sad. It's really messed up. So I want to say let you guys know that's bullshit. Autistic people happen to be very, very kind people, very generous, and from what I've seen with male autistics, they're all very nice. I've never met a mean or a cruel autistic male. They're actually very, very nice. I think they will never tell me no for anything. They're super nice. And females, they're actually a little different. They're very nice. They're extra nice, but they don't need to be told or asked. They're very intuitive and they're very emotionally aware, and they pick up on everything. And they are. I mean, they see the full picture. They're not. I don't know why they were saying that. I saw the YouTube channel and I was like, "What the hell are they saying?" I got very offended. I was like, "Excuse me," say it to my face. I really hate the way that this world has just gave us this horrible stigma. It's just disabled this, disabled disorder, challenges, issues. There's some things that are just like, it's not even affecting my life with living. It's just considered not, typical. It's not typical. So they're gonna say it's it's a problem. It's like, for who? For you? Because you have to see me? Because I have to be in your presence? I'm sorry, I didn't know you were like God or something like that. It's so weird. I had many challenges growing up. A lot of challenges. But I didn't talk until I was 7, and I stopped talking from 10 to 11, and I understood everything though. So sometimes we don't need to talk. sometimes you don't. I mean, we would like our children to talk, because of course we can find other ways of talking. You know, there's not one way of doing things. You know, I felt what I gained from when I was nonverbal was I paid attention to the world more. I paid attention to the way I treat people, the way people treated me. It made me be a better person. So I just met society, neurotypicals have CS, and they're like, oh, you have a disorder, we can give you therapy, we can get you to act normal, like they want you to stop rocking and stop talking fast and stop being so obsessive with our interests or whatever, or hurry up and it's like how that's who we are, and why is it any of your fucking business if we're not hurting anybody? It makes them uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's like, that sounds like they have issues, not me. I was mistreated very badly, consistently, when I was nonverbal. People are cruel. People are so cruel, and they think that you don't know, or that you won't remember, or that you don't understand. It's like, oh, they won't understand. I could recall so many times I've heard people that were watching me and then talking to each other and being like, hey, like, stop, like, and they're like, what, she's not going to say anything, she didn't talk, she doesn't talk, she doesn't understand, she doesn't know what I'm saying. They're mean. People are fucking assholes. It's really messed up. I went through it at such a young age, and I was very devastated when I was younger by the way that people treated me. It was more scary though, because I didn't know that I didn't know the word autistic. I didn't know that I was autistic. I knew that my mom told me, don't tell anybody about your disorder. Don't tell anybody about your personality disorder. We don't want anybody to know. And she would tell me to hide it. She'd be like, just don't say anything. And so she locked me in the room too all the time when people would come over. Yeah, so I knew what it feels like for one. And I'm gonna humanize my mom. She didn't understand autism, and she was stressed out by it probably. She was wheelchair bound. She had her own social anxiety and social issues, so she probably didn't know how to deal with somebody like so my mom was very like passive. I'm like a people pleaser, kind of like and with people that she knew, like she wouldn't say anything if somebody said something, She didn't know how to deal with that, so I think she just rather avoid it. So by doing so, she avoided me. So, yeah, people can be really mean. I hope that you guys realize that an autistic person, even if they're nonverbal, they have feelings, to understand them, they can remember everything. They have excellent memories. Excellent memories. And it's not an intellectual disorder. So, just because we do certain behaviors, and you're gonna be like, oh, they must have an intellectual disorder. That's very judgmental. Like, wow, very uneducated when you say something like that. It just tells me like how uneducated people are. It's sad. Yeah, and I want to let you guys know, like, they say that about autistic. They're so quick to say that about autistic kids, like, or they can't see how to pass themselves. It's actually like textbook that kids usually are like that up until the age of 7. All children can't see past themselves. They're usually like self-centered. All they will think about is, I want this, I want that. Not thinking about if the parents are hungry or the they want to watch Elmo all day long. That's a normal, neurotypical thing to be like that. But I remember when I was younger, I was very thoughtful, and I would give everything of mine to my brother and make sure that he had before me. So I don't think that that's right at all. It's actually the complete opposite. My son's even like that with my daughter. Very nice. He knows to give her first. So, yeah, I wanted to meet the asshole who put that in there. Who decided to add that to the video. It was really like, I felt like it was a little like hateful, like discriminatory, because it's so not true. It's like, I don't know, it's so weird. So like it baffles me like how little everybody knows about autism. It's kind of like a weird feeling.